You come and move around like a fresh brush when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. To enjoy the ride.
What is up, my special meeting brothers? We are back at it again with another figure review. This time we got the homeboy Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, this time made by Figuarts. I know a lot of you people have been waiting for him to come out, and he is finally out. I'm finally glad that I got him out of the box and onto the rotating stand. My dude looks really, really nice. Now, a lot of you are probably asking, like, how does he stack up against Figma and the Buzzmod versions? And I don't have actually the Buzzmod version, but I do have the Figma version of him, and I'll have them in some type of dynamic pose, and I'll put them side by side at the end of the video. But first off, let's talk about the aesthetics. The checkerboard pattern, as you see, is well present on the figure. His hair is actually a little bit more true to the anime. It has this kind of like dark brown appeal. I think on the Figma, if I remember, that he has more of a darker hair color. Like I said, Figma and Figuarts, they both knocked this out of the park. I think when it comes to Buzzmod, the figure did run a little bit big. I don't know, my boy, he just looks a little on the chunky side with the Buzzmod. I think I only have two figures from them, and that is Tenjin and Inosuke. As well as Akaza, because that Figma one was not looking good. That Figma one was not Akaza. That was like, that was something else. I don't know. A throwaway character. But anyways, back to Tanjiro. He does look nice. He looks how like he should in the anime, sporting the nice brown and white, I guess, socks that lead into the sandals. I don't know the proper terminology, so please bear with me. But yeah, he has a lot going on in the articulation department, and I'm about to take him off of the rotating stand and get into that. But yeah, we do have a good amount to talk about when it comes to this figure, because they ended up redesigning a couple things, and they just, I think it's in the right direction for these other Demon Slayer figures to come. So let me go ahead and take him off, and then you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me just dim this a little bit. Okay, so when it comes to the homeboy Tanjiro, for his articulation, he's able to look up about this much, look down about this much, which is still pretty good. Let's see if he has the, yep, he can look left to right, no problem. And he does have the side to side, so no problem with that. Let's see for his arms. Now this is what I like. Look how far my boy can bring his arms back. That is not even a T pose. That is a V pose. This is literally a W for Figuarts making Demon Slayer. My gosh, that looks really, really nice. Look at the detail in his eyes, as well as his earrings. I hate to call them earrings. I know they're called something else, but they're not called earrings. But yeah, the design on this is really, really just good. He has this joint right here that allows him for the butterfly movement. Let me see. He does have a bicep swivel. Let me see if I can get just a little bit closer. So he does have the bicep swivel right here. Also this floating piece, and everything pretty much aligns up. And then he has this big elbow joint, I guess, that's right there. And then everything pretty much still lines up as far as the checker pattern board. But check this out. Like the inside, this, hold on, this moves. You see that? So not only does he have articulation right here where the butterfly joint is, not only does he have the bicep swivel, not only does he have this floating piece right here, and not only does he have his elbow, bends at the elbow, and not only does he have the part that rotates inside of the actual, I think it's called Komodo, I don't know, the actual jacket, but he has wrist swivel as well. So that is dope. This dude has a lot of articulation, and for the price point, that's 35 bucks. I mean, you really cannot beat a figure that costs this much, because it is just, and I get it, you know, it's entry level. It is for you to get into the line if you have not already purchased the figure, but it is just overall, just in my opinion, I hate to even call it right now, it's just excellent, man. Everything about this figure is just, man, spot on articulation. It does not feel cheap. That is one of the things that I was kind of maybe hesitant about, was that, and concerned about, was that oh man, he's cost 35 bucks. I know how these $35 figure entry level figures are. Once you get them in hand, they tend to be a little bit on the cheap side. But no, he's not too heavy, which is fine, because you want him to pose with all of these nice trimmings that he has, as well as articulation parts. So when it comes to the jacket, you saw that I'm able to bend this back very, very easy. So he does have a system. He does have 3 pegs in the back, one for the side, another one for the side, and then the last one for the bottom part. So if he's doing something, you can see right there that it's pegged, and you can rotate them. They're almost like a wrist swivel, so you can rotate them, but I have them engineered right now. Look at me sounding smart. I have them engineered right now, so that way they only go back. I don't want them to go side to side or anything like that. And then they just tuck in right here nicely, and you can have it lined up like that. But yeah, he just looks, man, this figure is so dope. Moving on down to the sword, let me just push this back. The sword is a separate piece that you get right out of the package, and you're able to move it up and down. Right now it's a little bit limited, only because of the hilt. It's not on a ball joint. You just stick it in and hold on, pause. Anyways, you just plug it in and you're able to move it up and down. But there's no, the Figma one, I think that has a ball peg, and you're able to move it side to side, and it's able to kind of like rotate a little bit better than this. But I think they just wanted to make this a little bit more simple. I think my defense, I think it works. It's fine, because I mean, we do have these Demon Slayer figures. I'm not going to be posing my figure with the sword and his sheath. So yeah, that's just me. So moving on down to, well, actually we never got to the midsection. So I know a lot of you people are wondering. So my boy, check this out. Using the top and bottom part, hold on, let me rotate this just a little bit. So using the top and bottom part of the midsection, my boy can look down really, really good. Wow, check that out. I like that they gave him that nice range and motion. He does have 2 parts where he looks up and down. He can move side to side, and then he can rotate as well. Look at my boy rotating. So if he needs to do something like this, you know, show you who's the boss, hit him with that flame attack or the water technique. Yeah, my boy's got it. Oh, by the way, in the comment section below, who's ready to see the movie for for the Infinity Castle arc? Because I know I am. I can't wait for it. Anyways, moving on down to the leg portion of it. Oh yeah, and then this waist part is like a floating piece, so you can rotate it as well. He's able to lift his leg up. Check this out. Look how far my boy Tanjiro is able to lift his leg up. So he's able to lift his leg up this much, right? And I really need y'all to see this. So check me out. Mic check 1 2 1 2. So he's able to bend right here, right? So he's able to bend, and you're like, all right, good, 90-degree angle. That looks really, really nice. But check it out. The mechanism right here where his sock is. Hold on. Boom. So that's only from his knee. Actually, his knee actually bent better than 90. So this is only from his knee right here. So he's able to get that much. But then, from his sock, or the ankle portion, check that out. you're able to get even more range and motion. So this dude could literally look like he's about to, do some dynamic posing. But yeah, still pretty good. So I'm going to put him on the rotating stand in a somewhat fire pose, and then go over the accessories. So let me see if my boy can actually stand still enough for me to go over these accessories. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna stand still for me? I think he is. All right, let me see. So going over the accessories, let's talk about the hands. So we get a pair of these kind of flared out open palm hands. It'd be better if you were able to see them. Hold on. There we go. So we get a pair of these. These look pretty nice. Just kind of like ready hands, open palm hands. We get a pair of kind of like still open palm, but kind of like more like relaxed hands right here. So that's pretty cool that we got that. Then we got a pair of like fisted hands. Well, actually, I already swapped them out, so you get a pair of 2 sword holding hands as well as two fisted hands. Going over the face plates, we get, let's see, this one right here, which he looks very, very happy. Let me see if I can get a close up. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, he just looks happy and nice. You can see the nice detail in him, even on the earrings. Nice little neutral face, so that's pretty good. You have him where he's just kind of yelling. He's like, I gotta do it. If I don't, who will? All Might type stuff. So even the facial expression and the eyebrows look very, very nice. And then you have him when he's, I guess, about to activate his demon, maybe his like inner demon form. I don't know, I'm guessing, because look, you can see that it's different from him activating it from right here to here. It kind of is like a little bit more flamed up. It's almost like a little difference, but you can tell it's enough. So that's him right there. Next up we do, I actually dropped it. Next up, we do have his sword right here. So that looks nice, even from the hilt all the way down to the blade. Looks pretty cool. Then you're gonna get this extra hilt from my boy Rengoku for when he puts it on. That's for him to sheath and put it back. Then you're going to get this other hilt sword, and it's Rengoku's. Not Rengoku's, the hilt is Rengoku, but the blade is Tanjiro's. So yeah, you end up getting, check this out, 2 blades, right? So you get 2 blades. You get Tanjiro's and then the Rengoku one, and you get 2 pieces to put on like his actual sheath. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to put as much accessories as I can on the homeboy Tanjiro, and then put him up with the other Tanjiro from Figma, and then give my final thoughts. Alright guys, I know we got a lot going on in here, but here we have Figma. Let's see, we got the Figma Tanjiro, as well as the base stand that he kind of really comes with, and then we have SH Figuarts Tanjiro. Now they both look really, really dope. I am preferring and favoring more the SH Figuarts one more over than the the one from Figma. Although he does look cool, but now it just looks a little kiddish to me. So it just and the green, I never thought that the green would actually be, how should I say, a different color, but it actually is. The one from SH Figuarts is more of a kind of like a true green, whereas the one from Figma looks more of like a tealish green. When it comes to Tanjiro, the Figma version, I thought that was one of the best figures, but since it got overshadowed and overtaken by the SH Figuarts version one, this is elite. My final thoughts on this is that I'm stressing that if you don't have the SH Figuarts Tanjiro, please, $35 is not a lot, especially for an entry-level figure. We are gonna get Giyu down the road. He is double the price from what we're getting with Tanjiro, but please make sure you go out and cop this figure. This is in September 2024. Cop this figure, guys, because once he's out, who knows if he's gonna get re-released, and then you're gonna just be sitting there looking at Big Bad Toy Store, looking at Amazon, and be thinking like, dang, I should have got that figure when it was $35. Go ahead, don't stop, and keep going and clicking and putting them in that cart. That's what I'm saying. So with all that being said, this figure is a must. If you don't already have them, I suggest you go out and get them. Let me know in the comment section below if this guy is going to be a grab or pass. Major Piccolo shout out to all my special beam brothers and sisters supporting the channel since day one. And like I've said, the channel is lazy, but the movement ain't.